All right, no job number to this yet, but it's called the 7001 Condos here in Seattle. I'm showing you an old map because we've been out here multiple times. We've actually, I think, done some asphalt repairs. I did a striping price last year for the outside as well as the underground parking garage. So this year they want me to provide asphalt repairs, crack fill, seal coat, and stripe. Okay. I will say on the seal coat and striping, we're definitely going to need a day of power washing in here, a full day of power washing. Okay, seal coat and striping, I'll have all the quantities saved in Google Drive. Some of these asphalt repairs, the majority of the asphalt repairs are on this section on the south end, and you could see before we labeled them as Area B, Area A, and Area C. Area A, down the middle, concrete was put in, so there's not much to do in Area A. Area B, though, has some pretty serious repairs. So all these repairs I will have all quantified, put on Google Drive, and I'll have an aerial map cleaned up. Okay, so there's two entrances to the property. Starting at that south entrance, from the first stall down there all the way through the speed bump and down here to stall number 116. There's 13, 14, 15, and 16. Got tree root damage through a lot of the asphalt here. So I could go all the way down to the center down there, and I'm going to ask Jennifer about that. But for now, the worst repairs are up here on this section. If she says she wants to go down there, I will increase it even farther, and we'll take out all the stalls. Okay, but 116 stalls, or excuse me, not 116 stalls, but from stall 116 all the way down to the very end, I wrote that down as a repair. That's like 104 feet plus I think it was 24 feet. So 104 plus 24 and then times 18. That is the dimension on this whole section here. We would have to replace 18 feet of speed bump here, 3-inch tall, 3 foot wide. And this speed bump that goes across, I've got this included in here too. I got 45 feet of speed bump to be removed and replaced as another repair. So we would start on this side of the speed bump, take out this whole parking stall, and increase it to, I take that back. I need to come out farther than 10 feet. I need to come out 20 feet so we can get this alligator cracking. We'll get those two stalls. We'll come all the way across the drive aisle and then just past the speed bump, and then we'll work around this catch basin. New asphalt will go in here where they buried a drain pipe. Okay, tree root damage. We'll be able to fix this whole section here, plus the alligator cracking. Down here in this corner, this was another one where I've got 20 feet, and we'll have to come out 15 feet to get this whole area here. On that power washing, we want to make sure that we're power washing the curbs, because the curbs need to be painted yellow. Okay, then we have another speed bump that's right here. Pothole repair needs to happen. Plus this section right here has got alligator cracking. So I'm going to propose to do this section here since it's banged up pretty good. So starting from the entrance here, building A, draw a straight line across. We'll fix this whole drive aisle, including 18 feet of speed bump. So you got 18 feet wide by 56. So we'll stop right here with that dimension at the corner of the curb, go all the way up 56 by 18. Then we'll have a 18 foot speed bump to replace. It's only 2 foot wide. Okay, but 3 inches tall. Then this whole section in here, all alligator cracking. I'd like to propose to take care of this whole section too. So we'd go 18 feet wide and all the way down. So we would go from that curb all the way down to this speed bump, okay? And that is 90 feet. So 90 feet from speed bump down to there. And I'm going to include not only the drive aisle right here, but I'm going to include those parking stalls too, because they've got tree root damage in all of them. So we might as well rip out and replace. And we're going to go with 3-inch out here, 3-inch, remove and replace. Okay, so that's 90 feet plus 30 or times 36. So 90 by 36. Okay, 90 by 36 takes care of the drive aisle plus all the parking stalls there. We don't have to do that speed bump. We could probably cut right before it and leave the speed bump. Okay, got another catch basin right here. We'll end up going all the way to the concrete here. Okay, so we would remove this whole entire area. And then this section right here, you can see it's starting to fail in a couple areas. So I'm going to propose to take out from the concrete edge, go all the way over. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go from that concrete edge there, that corner, and then we're going to remove all this asphalt and go all the way down the road there too, and see if we can't replace this whole entire area. Okay, so you've got, let's see here, so 48 feet, so 50 feet. I just counted up the stalls, they're 8 foot. So 50 foot from there by 18. That takes care of these stalls and everything right up to my car. But then we're gonna go down the hill here and we're gonna include this whole area in order to fix what we got going on here. I would imagine we could still just keep it in asphalt and not concrete. Kind of a weird deal that they did here. But let's just take this all the way out, okay? So in this area right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 stalls there, 8 foot wide. So we've got 32 feet by 24 feet that we would remove and replace. So now we've got this whole section, all of that being repaired. And then from that speed bump there, or actually from the corner of the curb right there, we've got this whole entire area to remove and replace. There's one last area, and it's around the corner here on the north side. They've got some pretty jacked up asphalt where like the tree roots are out, probably 4 inches tall, maybe even more. Oh, before I get there, we've got this area right here that we're going to have to remove. It's right on the flow line. So I'm going to make this a 10 foot. So that way we can do a pass on this side and a pass on that side. So let's see here. We'll go to the speed bump. Okay, we'll go to the speed bump. So that is a 48 by 10 right here from the speed bump, 48 by 10. If I was to reference and count how many stalls from the corner, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is at stall 207, all the way down to the speed bump here. Okay, 48 by 10 on that location. I'll have the crack fill quantities plugged in with all the other quantities on that one sheet. So I'll have seal coat, I'll have crack fill, I'll have striping. Actually, the striping I don't need to put on that quantity sheet. I'll just I'll reference the other job number I had, and it has all the striping on it, and you can go to that job number to get all the quantities. But as we get down here to the bottom, we've got the 8th stall. So starting from down there at the far end, if I was to count up 8 stalls, I believe it was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Right where this gray car is. Yeah. So you got this big tree here. It's the second tree as you come in. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So this stall right here, which is 175, 174, 173, 172, 171, 170. 169, 168. That's probably where we could stop. We need to repair all that asphalt. You can see look at that wheel stop lifted up there. Look at those tree roots. Those are like 4 inches tall. Okay, so that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stalls. Okay, and these are 8 foot wide, so that's 64 feet by 18. 64 by 18. We'd have to remove 8 wheel stops and reset 8 wheel stops there. Okay, so remove the asphalt, replace it, tree root damage, tear out all the roots that are there, put back new, reset 8 wheel stops there. Okay, up here at the top there is up at the top, there's 1 wheel stop down at the far end that we need to replace with a new one. So just a standard size wheel stop. We have 1 new wheel stop to do there. And then we do have some broken curb that's in here. So please plug in 85 feet of 6x8 extruded curb to remove and replace. And it's not your standard 6x8 mold. It's this A-shaped mold. Okay. I call it an A shape from back in the day. Okay, it's an A shaped mold. So plug in 85 feet of curb, and then what we'll do is if we get the job, we'll come out and pick the worst areas. But I know there's no more than 85 feet, so we'll get that yard to mix and fix 85 feet worth of curb out here. Okay, you see all the moss? That's why we need 1 day of power washing out here. The parking garage striping, I have another video that shows the striping in the parking garage, so I'm going to take that video and I'm going to attach it into Workman's so that we can watch that video and see the scope of work. Okay, so striping inside and outside, crack fill seal coat stripe, asphalt repair, curb repair. This is that 1 wheel stop that we need to remove and replace, and that should do it. Weekdays are the best out here. We'll probably have to do this in phases. We'll probably have to seal coat this in 2 phases. If it looks like we had to do it 3 phases last time, then I'll make that note in Workman's. But right now, let's assume 2 phases. Okay, for that. And just know that if we're working on one end of the property, we can close half of it off, leave the other half open, and then flip it the next day. Okay? Any other questions, let me know. Thanks.